To be honest, I think try was, I don't know, like really good timing with what I was looking for, because like here in Argentina, uh, like we are always, I would say like in the Spanish market in general, are always like late to stop. So there is a lot of barriers in terms of like accessing, I don't know, mentorships, shoes developing, like personal development and all that kind of stuff. And I started making my first money after like 3 years, 3 or 4 years after like start studying like copywriting, sales, etc. On the in the industry, coaching industry. And that's when I started like making my first money. And here in Argentina, I don't know, I started making 3K, 4K per month, and that amount here was a lot of money at that time. It
And
is still a lot
year
of
was
money. Yeah.
what year was that?
2021, 2022, something like that.
Okay.
Uh, and it
And
was like,
You joined Tribe in early 2022, right?
yeah, yeah, I
Okay.
think I
But you
was
were
one
already
of the founders.
making like 3 or 4K a month in Argentina, and that's when you decided to join.
Yeah, because to be honest, I literally was like, I was, or maybe, I don't know, you don't, maybe don't remember, but I started my personal development journey with RSD, and I was really good at cold approaching. I was really good at, I always have been like a really outgoing guy, really social guy. But yeah, I wanted to be with the kind of girls that I wanted to be at that time, like high quality girls and all that kind of stuff. I got really in love with game, but because of the personal development side. So really got into that. And then I started, okay, I'm really good at meeting people, but I would like to get to know guys that have the same values as me, the same ambitions as me. I want to build a really good social circle and be able to travel the world with cool people and like get to the best venues, etc. If that makes sense. So and then I don't know why, I don't quite remember how I got like stumbled upon you. But I started like researching you. I looked at your Instagram. I looked at your YouTube, and I was like, this guy is someone that I could be friends with. If that makes sense. Like this looks like a cool guy, not the awkward guy, like supernatural, all that kind of stuff. So and like pretty much like my same age. So I was like, okay, I really dig that. Like this is the type of content life that I want to portray. I want to have. So that's when I don't know, was like, okay, let me make some more money, and I will like reach out to them and pretty much like get involved. So I got on a call with Daniel, and it was like I don't know, like 15, 20 minutes, close. It was really easy. And yeah, from there, I remember that, I don't know, that was early 2022. And 3 or 4 months after that, after like making connections and all that, I went to Barcelona, uh, got to know Luis, Evit, and like other guys, Noah, and yeah, like just met a bunch of people and really started like applying like the Instagram stuff, because I knew my Instagram was shit. It was pretty funny because I'm not like an ugly guy. I'm not like awkward or anything like that. But it was really funny. I don't know. I get to know a girl at that time, and it was all cool. Like we maybe even kissed each other, and then I was like, okay, give me your Instagram, and they didn't accept me. Like after that, if that makes sense. It
They
was
looked at
like,
your Instagram and they're like, "Nah,
yeah, man. Like
I
it
can't
blew my
continue."
mind. It was like, but you should like literally give me. How the fuck don't you accept me on Instagram? Like it's super easy. But no, it was because it was like, oh, the fuck the Instagram, and yeah, and after that, I think I got a really like you and I like got on a group call, and you pretty much like break down my whole thing and say, okay, yeah, like just delete this photo or archive it or whatever, and just like start to build from there. And then it was crazy. Like in Barcelona, I started like to reaching out to girls that I like it and all that, and I started like just to making like connections, and they started like to follow me and all that kind of stuff, which was okay. Yeah, like I really changed that part like for good.
Yeah.
And then
So
yeah.
before we continue, I wanna ask like a few
Mm.
more details on why you initially decided to join. What I'm hearing is that you were interested in improving your social skills,
Mm.
wanting to kind of learn how to just get better talking to girls and women, etc.
Mm.
And you didn't really resonate with the other offers and people eh, on YouTube or whatever that were talking about
Yeah.
improve your social life. And you saw my content, you're like, oh, I kind of like this guy. This guy's, I feel like I
Yeah.
could be friends with him. Um, what was really like the core pain point though? Like why is this something that you were really needing to work on in your life and that you were willing to kind of invest money and time and resources to work on?
To be honest, like I always been like the guy that I know if I want like results, I know I have to invest, and I don't have like any problem doing that if I see the value. I really have like a hyper buyer. Like if I know I want something, I'm going to get that. Uh, and I really apply that stuff. But
Hmm.
like the pain point, I would say it was like just like how you call it, like a dissonance, because I was like, okay, I'm a good guy. I'm a really like a good person. I have skills. Like I'm making good money at that time. Um, like why the fuck I can't have like, or I don't have like right now the kind of social circle and opportunities that I want to have.
Yeah.
Like, if that makes
Yeah,
sense.
it's good. Yeah, it's funny. You're like, wait a second. I'm making money. I'm making money, at least
Yeah,
relative for like your country.
yeah,
I'm cool.
mm,
What the fuck?
yeah,
Like what's happening? So okay, so then you saw my stuff and you're like, all right, well, this guy can show me some things. And you mentioned I fixed your Instagram shit because it was shit. And
yeah,
then you were going on dates with girls and they would maybe even kiss you on the date, but then they wouldn't even like follow up once they saw your Instagram because it was that bad. So that we fixed
yeah.
it and then better. And then yeah, okay. So walk us through like what it was like once you joined in that first like initial couple weeks, kind of hopping on the calls, the community.
Mm.
Did you go through the course at all? Like what was that all like?
It was great. It was great because like I remember at that time, like people were like crazy, like just connecting, like meeting new people, doing connections. I remember like people because they knew I was in Buenos Aires. They started like reaching out to me, like, oh, hey man, like I know you are from Argentina, Buenos Aires. I'm planning going there with some tribe members. We are like planning now like a trip or anything like that. Can you show us around? Can you like make some plans? And that was really, I was, yeah, of course, I want to do that. And yeah, it was just, to be honest, like, it was great in terms of like meeting people that were in the same path as me. Even like really people like super successful people in terms of like financial wise, because I could learn a lot from them, and I even like got to make like some business from that. So 100% like it was great. Like um and yeah, I don't know, just to be honest, like in all areas, like not just like being better at social skills, like having like a better presence online, but just meeting people, like having opportunities. Um, Even I would say, because of all the people that were on tribe, you if you do like the things in the right way and you are a cool dude, like you are going to make a name for yourself, if that makes sense. So like people started like knowing because I was connecting with so many of them, with Will, Ethan, like bunch of guys. They knew I was like the Buenos Aires guy, let's say.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Even you, I think,
Did,
like
so,
you sent me with some guy.
so did guys end up from Tribe? Did you guys do a Buenos Aires trip where you met guys there?
Yeah, yeah, like bunch of them. Like they came here to Buenos Aires. They reached out to me, and we like I remember with two of the guys on trial. They were from California. They came here, and we went to go watch Drake at Lollapalooza.
Sick. Drake in
Yeah,
Argentina.
yeah,
Wow. Actually, I think I remember that. I feel like I remember seeing some of those photos. Okay, cool. And so, okay, so you were able to obviously get like a you bonded really well with the guys in the actual network. What about like the lessons in the course? Like, did you go through all the course videos as
yeah,
well?
yeah, 100%. To be honest, I even uh, I don't know, like in terms of let's say of game, like meeting new people and all that. It was really cool the way that you break down like in a really natural way on how to build like really fast like rapport like communities with girls and men. Uh and yeah, like she's like I like how like you teach how to show that you are a cool guy, but as well like you are someone of value, if that makes sense. So you connect with the right things. So the people that are not aligned with you are not going to connect with you, which is cool, because you can be friends with everyone, and you should get to really connect with cool people that are aligned with yourself, and just make like great relationships, and then take that and just build like events, or build like cool like um, uh, I don't know, dinners or stuff like that. So that was great. That was something that I was really missing. And yeah, like it was really cool. So that I would say that's maybe the part that I was looking for the most in the program, like just how to like do events, how to get to know like really cool people, high caliber people, and all that. So yeah, that was amazing. And then the mindset that someone, the Sigma male, has to have installed, all that kind of stuff. I think is great because it builds the foundations to pretty much uh, be like true to yourself. See how makes sense?
Hmm. What would you say is like if there's anything even still today that you use from the Tribe course that that has really helped you with your networking and building out your tribe?
I would say that part, like, just like I think that who you are, like how you develop yourself, it's really what's going to get you like the outside result, if that makes sense. So I think all the mindsets, all the stuff that about like how you perceive yourself is really what is going to give you like the long term results. So yeah, I always like go to, I don't know, maybe 1 more 2 months go by, I go to rewatch those modules, or even if I don't know, or I don't quite remember how to do the social, like the social media stuff, I go back to try always.
That's actually really interesting to hear because I almost didn't believe it, but since I've been reopening Tribe, I looked at the school group engagement. You can see how many people are active,
Mm.
and there was, even after a year of shutting it down, there was still 20% engagement
Yeah,
on a month basis. So that means that people kept coming back. 20% of the people kept coming back and watching the course or interacting with the school group in some way, which is nuts.
yeah.
That's full.
At
Wow.
least I do it. At least I do it, and I think I'm a really serious guy in those. Like, when I invest in something, I always go back to the basics, like in terms
Yeah.
of like rewatching stuff, because I should forget. Like maybe I get misaligned. I just do like just like random stuff. I was like, okay, like yeah, I really wouldn't do this. So I go to rewatch that. Like I like myself again. Say, okay, perfect. I adjusted to my personality and all that. But okay, like this is like the way to do stuff. Or like why the fuck I'm going to pay like whatever amount I pay at that time should not use it. So yeah.
Yeah, okay. Gotcha. Nice. Okay. And so what would you say has been like your life now compared to before? Like, how is it different?
Um, I would say after like seeing like getting to know so many successful guys, getting to know so many good people, like just learning, just being around, like just learning and watching. I really got to. It's pretty funny because I really like keep following your stuff and I really watch your stuff like all the time because it's funny we are pretty aligned of how we think because when you start like doing like the DJ stuff, like going tomorrow the art mode and all that kind of stuff, I was going through the same stuff. Like I already built all my skills in terms of like copywriting, offer creation, all that kind of stuff. Like I know how to build business, let's say, but I was just looking for something that I was really passionate about. So when you started like talking about like surrendering, all that, I remember about like a book that I saw at the time. I was like, this is like he's talking about Michael Singer. Like it's that stuff. And I remember I reached out to you and you told me, yeah, I'm reading him like I'm just like getting into all that stuff. And I was like, okay. And I started like to reading the book. I started like to dig like deep on that and I started I really aligned myself or what I wanted to do. So like right now I'm working with a business that I helping like build to like keep making money, but I'm going to take that money and reinvest on stuff that I want to do, if that makes sense. Even
Yeah.
if it's not making a lot of money at first, I don't care. It's just something that I want to do like long term. And I decided that I wanted to do like fashion. I want to have a clothing brand and design like just clothes. So yeah, I tapped into real like passion stuff that I want to build long term, and I really don't care about like making a lot of money with it because I know if I passionate about it, I'm going to get there. If that makes sense.
Mhm. Yeah, that's great. That's great. I love to hear that. I mean, I think what's cool about that stuff too is like that actually is the ultimate. I mean, if you really go back and watch the initial week 1 and week 2 of Tribe, it's communicated, but it's a slightly different sort of perspective than the surrender angle, where the main message is like, in order to attract high level people, men and women into your life, ultimately what it comes down to is having a vision and a mission,
Yeah.
and typically that is aligning to like something that is creative, that is uniquely you. That's really what it always comes down to. Like, even if you really look at like how I've built my social circle, of course there's all the tactics and ways I posted on Instagram and events and every like this step-by-step process is there,
Mm.
but at the core of it is always like the creative venture that I'm
Yeah.
doing at the time. Like initially it was YouTube for me, right?
Yeah.
So I think you'll find like as you develop your clothing brand, your social circle is only going to get better. It's
Mm.
like it's because you're doing something that is really unique, and that thing that you're creating is like you're imbuing your energy into it, and that attracts the exact right people for your alignment. So that's really
Yeah.
cool to hear you doing that. What would you
There you
say to
go.
somebody who's thinking about joining Tribe Accelerator but maybe hasn't joined
Uh,
yet or had the call?
like just do it because to be honest, maybe I don't know, maybe for other type of mentorships or stuff like that, like yeah, it makes sense to think about it or whatever. But with someone that has like so much backup, like for like just like entrepreneurs in this space, like in general, um, and talks really about like deep stuff like you. Um, I think like it's just don't make no like any sense not to get started because you are going to get an ROI, a logical ROI. Let's say you are going to make more money because you are going to surround yourself with people that have ambition. They want to build stuff, and they just like really like sharks, and like they get to where they want to be. But like, at the same time, like you are going to get aligned with what you really want to do, like really grow like internally. So I think that's invaluable. I think if you are like aligned in yourself, like with yourself, with the stuff that you want to do, and you are in the right headspace and like spiritually like aligned to, everything else is just going to get like it's going to fall into place. If that makes sense. Like I told you, I think like the inner world is going to like, at some time, like if you take the right actions, you are going to manifest what you want to do. So yeah, 100%. Like I would, to be honest, if I go back to Thrive, to like about Shonen Thrive, I will do it again. Like one of the best investments of my life, literally.
Well, that's pretty clear. I love it.